Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Before we get started, if you could please hit the subscribe button. Here are the games coming with you October 8th, 2019. And the first game on today's list is Concrete Genie. This is coming on PlayStation VR and PlayStation 4. The rating is everyone turned up. The contributors are Fantasy Violence. This is an adventure game in which players assume the role of a teenager as he uses his magical paintbrush to create art around the town of Denska. From a third-person perspective, players explore various environments, all while avoiding bullies and using magical brush to bring ashes-drawn creatures to life. Some creatures are shown chasing and menacing human characters as they flee in terror. Players must remove the darkness from these monsters by striking them with a magic brush, all while dodging the monsters' lunging attacks. Cutscenes sometimes depict bullies harassing and shoving Ash to the ground. And the next game on today's list is Indivisible. This is coming on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC. The rating is teen. The constructors are blood, fantasy violence, and suggestive themes. This is a side-scrolling role-playing game in which players assume the role of a fighter trying to save her town from an evil warlord. Players explore environments while collecting new fighters to battle fantasy and human creatures in melee-style combat. Characters use swords, arrows, guns, axes, and magic attacks to defeat enemies. Combat is highlighted by brief cries of pain, impact sounds, and light effects. Cutscenes depict still images of wounded characters with blood on their faces or clothes. Some female characters wear low-cut tops or skimpy outfits that expose large amounts of cleavage. Characters' breasts can be seen bouncing during combat animations. Now let's take a look at our next game, which is Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is everyone. The contributors are mild cartoon violence. This is a platformer game in which players help Yuku and Laylee as they try to stop a villain. Players traverse platforms, collect items, and use rolling dash attacks to defeat cartoony enemies. Some enemies emit brief yelps when struck. Boss battles include more protracted battles and with bursts of magic and small explosions. And the next game on the list is Doraemon, Story of the Seasons. This is coming on Nintendo Switch and PC. The rating is everyone. The contributors are Comic Mischief. This is a farming simulation / role-playing game in which players help Doraemon and Nobly manage a farm. Players grow crops, care for animals, and interact with characters. Some interactions depict comical instances of violence: a boy bonked on the head, a bear scared off by an air cannon, two insects fighting. And now let's get to the starting line with our new game, Grid. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Google Stadia, and PC. The rating is everyone. This is a racing simulation game in which players attempt to become the Grid World Series racing champion. Players race in vehicles across the international racetracks in a variety of racing disciplines and events: touring, stock, tuner, and invitational. And the last game on today's list is Killer Queen Black. This is coming on Nintendo Switch and PC. The rating is everyone turning up. The contributors are Fantasy Violence. This is an action strategy platformer in which players compete on opposing teams of 5 as either a queen or a worker drone. Players perform various tasks and use swords to perform large attacks to eliminate opponents. Worker drones can obtain and use weapons to attack drones. Battles are often frantic, with units disappearing amid large bursts of pixels and screen shaking effects. Big shout out to bensound.com for the music. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or comments to parentsg2g@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.